Rabbi Jonathan Sacks, the namesake of this prize, writes, "The day will come when the story of Israel in modern times will speak not just to Jews, but to all who believe in the power of the human spirit as it reaches out to God as an everlasting symbol of the victory of life over death, hope over despair. Israel has achieved great things. It has taken a barren land and made it bloom again. It's taken an ancient language, the Hebrew of the Bible, and made it speak again. It's taken the West's oldest faith and made it young again. Israel has taken a tattered, shattered nation and made it live again. Israel is the country whose national anthem, Hatikva, means hope. Israel is the home of hope." Just a concluding thought. We've seen and heard a lot of despair from October 7th and in its aftermath. Can you speak about the sentiment of hope in Israel today?
When you see people in tanks lighting Chanukiot, when you see people in the rain in Gaza finding some sort of shelter someplace to light a Chanukiah and to sing Maoz Tzur, and don't forget, if you sing all the stanzas of Maoz Tzur, and by the way, go on to Sefaria, readily available. There's a new stanza to Maoz Tzur written by Vered Noam, who's a well-known Israeli Talmudist. She's the first woman to ever win the Israel Prize in Talmud. She wrote a new stanza to Maoz Tzur, which is not only compelling, it's unbelievably brilliant in its language. But you know, there's a stanza about the Egyptians, and there's a stanza about the Babylonians, and there's a stanza about the Romans, and there's a stanza about the Greeks. And there's a stanza, that last stanza, Chasof Zora Kodshecha. Some people think it was written later, some people don't think it was written later, but it ends by saying, Karev Ketz HaYeshua, Ki Archa Lanu HaYeshua, Ve'en Ketz Limei Hara'a. Bear your mighty hand and bring deliverance, Ki Archa Lanu HaYeshua, because it's taking salvation too long to come, Ve'en Ketz Limei Hara'a, and there's no end to the days of evil. And that is true. But between the 150,000 regular soldiers and the 350,000 reserve soldiers, that's 500,000 Israelis. And add to them the Israelis who built these chamals, these chadrei milchama, food, medicine, transportation, housing, including Haredi women who set up chamals, including 2,000 Haredi men who overnight volunteered for Tzahal, went through a quick tironut, and their ceremony of graduation with singing Hatikva was broadcast all over Israel. And including in Rahat, an Arab town in the Negev, which set up a Chamal. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people in Israel who literally, by what they do day and night, believe that Ki Archa Lanu HaYeshua Ve'en Ketz Limei Hara'a, deliverance is taking too long to come, and there seems to be no end to evil. But they actually still do believe that evil is worth fighting. And I think our model to the world is, as a people and now as a state, is that a state that cannot call evil evil is not a state that can survive, and is, frankly, think higher education, not a state that deserves to survive. If you cannot look at evil and say it's evil, then the West is over. Here's where Rabbi Jonathan Sacks is exactly right. We represent something for all of humankind. We really do believe in the possibility of good triumphing over evil. We believe in the absolute positive commandment of calling the good good and evil evil. We believe in choosing life. And this is a terribly, terribly painful time for all of us. There will come a day when we will win, and there will come a day much later when the Western world will look at us and say, that's what we should have been. And hopefully that will come in a time when the Western world will say, and that's what we still could be.